In a rare and revealing assessment, high-ranking American officials have reportedly described Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as a madman, a term that underscores the growing disillusionment in Washington with one of its closest allies. This assessment comes on the heels of Israel's controversial strikes on Syria in July 2025, further widening the already strained divide between Tel Aviv and the Biden administration. According to a detailed Axios report, members of former President Donald Trump's inner circle, once seen as unwaveringly pro-Israel, privately expressed their frustrations over Netanyahu's erratic behavior. One aide reportedly described him as a child who just won't behave, while others accused him of bombing everything all the time. These aren't isolated voices. They include officials who once backed the Abraham Accords and helped shape America's hawkish posture on Iran. The language may be blunt, but the concern is strategic. US policymakers increasingly believe Netanyahu is no longer operating within a rational framework of deterrence and diplomacy. Instead, he appears to be pursuing an aggressive, scorched earth doctrine, launching airstrikes in Syria, escalating tensions in Lebanon, and deepening control in Gaza and the West Bank, all without a coherent diplomatic endgame. This sense of alarm is not exclusive to Washington. In Europe, traditional Israeli allies like France and Germany are growing wary of Tel Aviv's disproportionate use of force. In the Gulf, countries that normalized ties under the Abraham Accords are quietly recalibrating their positions, calling for de-escalation and a renewed focus on the Palestinian question. What troubles US officials even more is the growing perception that Netanyahu's military decisions are politically motivated. Amid corruption trials, widespread protests, and internal dissent, Netanyahu is seen to be using military adventurism as a domestic distraction strategy, externalizing conflict to suppress internal instability. This strategy, however, is beginning to backfire. As Israel becomes entangled in multiple confrontations, from Syria to Lebanon to Gaza, its long-standing alliances are now showing signs of fatigue. The term madman, whispered even within Washington's most hawkish quarters, signals a warning tolerance for Israel's unilateral aggression. From a geopolitical standpoint, this moment could mark a strategic recalibration. The era of Israel enjoying an unchecked diplomatic and military blank check from the United States may be coming to a close. As regional dynamics shift and the cost of perpetual instability rises, Washington is reassessing whether its support for Netanyahu's Israel aligns with the broader US interests. For the global South, the implications are sobering. If Israel's leadership is no longer viewed as a rational actor by even its closest allies, how should the rest of the world respond? Can the narrative of Israel as a stabilizing force in the region still hold? Or has it become a liability? At stake is not just Israel's foreign policy, but the credibility of the international norms. Because when power is exercised without restraint, even under the guise of democratic legitimacy, it risks transforming into delusion. And when warnings echo from the uppermost levels of American power, they must not be dismissed as diplomatic noise. Instead, they should be heard for what they are, a strategic red flag. You're watching Policy Wire with Dayan Rahmani. Stay tuned for more updates.